Alright, so we're going to dig into this slope-intercept form. Again, a fancy way of saying x and y by itself. Yeah. So we already know how to do that one. Now, when you do homework tonight, your homework will already have these directions in it. It'll say identify the slope and the y-intercept of any graphic. So we're going to practice that as well. So it matches the directions of what you have to do tonight. Now, the first two graphs are special graphs. The first one's x. X-ray for your vertebrae. Okay, so I already know it's going to be a vertical line. So go to the x-axis and mark what? 4. And then make sure that you make a nice vertical line going through that 4. Cool. Now, that's all you have to do for graphing this one. Now we'll go back in. You already know a vertical line. What is his slope? Right, and then the second question, what is his y-intercept? So where does he cross the y-axis? He does not cross the y-axis, so we write none. So no. And again, I like remembering that a vertical line has a slope of undefined because the syllables match vertical, undefined. The vertical line is undefined. I don't know, according to Anna, okay, Y, the second one. Y like the sky. So I want to be nice horizontal. What axis are we going to go through? The y-axis. Oh, yeah. At -1. A horizontal line has a slope of what? 0. Again, how you can remember that? Horizontal has an O in it. 0. So vertical and no O in it. So it can't be 0. And then what is the y-intercept? Where do we cross the y-axis? -1. We're going to write it as a coordinate, just like I taught you when you did your intercept. Okay, now the next one is where we're actually going to start using this method. Now, is the y already by itself?
Yes.
Yes, so immediately I want you looking here what's in front of the x, and that will tell you the slope. And don't include the x, it's just the number. So what is the number in front of the x? 3/2. And it's always going to say in copper. And then right next to this is a positive 3, so I want you to write up 3. And that's positive 2, so we're going to write to the right 2. And then once you get in this thing, that'll tell you your slope. And then what is our y-intercept?
4.
And we're going to write it as a point 0, -4. So now here comes this phrase again. Ready? Y equals mx plus b, and b is where we will begin. So start at -4. It must be on the y-axis. 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to use that slope from that point. Since we're going to go up how many? 3. And to the right how many? 2. Okay, now do it again from that point. So up 1, 2, 3 to the right 2. Up 1, 2, 3 to the right 2. Keep going until you have at least 5 points. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I know I have 5 points, and I also want to teach you what if you ran out of room going that way. Then you go backwards. So you have to go completely backwards with your slope. What's the opposite of up? Down 3. What's the opposite of right? Left 2. So I'm going to practice coming this way. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Just to get that extra practice in. So how many points do I want to make? 5. I'm still going to feel this here. All right. Line, but you do not catch what? You don't catch lots of points. I like that answer. You don't catch a set of points. That's fine. All right. I think that used to be 3y, is that correct? Did you say 3 in yours?
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless we erase that. Okay, this one is the y by itself.
No,
Nothing's y by itself.
it's not by.
Not by itself. Okay. So what is our first move to get the y by itself? Subtract 2x. Okay. And so it becomes 3y is equal to subtracting 2 x's. That is a positive 9. Second move to get the y by itself. Good. And make sure we're going to divide by 3, divide by 3, and divide by 3. And now we're going to reduce if we can. Okay. Pick it up. Not the negative 2/3 x. So how about plus 3? Now I want you careful about your x. Either keep it in the numerator or keep it on the side by the bar, but do not put it down the bottom because then it's not a linear function. You want to subtract it. So I want you to really watch your notation. Keep it up top, keep it in the middle. Yeah. All right, so now we need to write down our slope. What's in front of the x? Only the number in front of the x. Okay, now let's write the words next to it. Negative means down, and positive 3 means right. Oh, right. Right at the bottom. Rise over left. Okay, and what is our y-intercept? At the point, it's going to be 0, and what's the number to go with it? 3. Why is it? Oh, I see. All right, y equals mx plus b. B is where we begin, and it's on the y-axis. 1, 2, 3. Right, and from that point, just what we wrote, we're going to go down 2, right 3, down 2, right 3, down 2, right 3. I have 4 points and I ran out of room. What do we have to do? Go backwards. Opposite of down. Up. Opposite of right. Left. There's our thing. Go ahead. Go ahead and check right now. Are you going to walk down this line? Yeah. It's important to negative slope. That's always a double check. If you went the right way with the end, say to yourself, I'm able to walk down this line or going back to the previous example up this line. All right, now that we've done a couple of those, I do want to talk about back here this one. Y equals -1. What I want to show you, by pulling it apart, my slope right here, 0, really is. So if the ever does not appear, it really is there, 0x minus 1. So check out how our slope is still 0, and our intercept is still a -1. Yeah. If there isn't a 0, and just think about that. If we put a 0 right there, then it'd be a slope of 0. Our slope is not 0. And the x is gone. So that's why it's up there. All right, let's go to this one. It's the y by itself. No, now remind me, is your plus the one plus go flip at the beginning? No, you wait till the end. Okay. So here we go. How do we get rid of -4x? Plus 4x is positive 4x, and that is positive 5. Now do you want to go flip? Okay, which really means divide by -1. Okay, now see how it's an integer? I want you to go, so I have integer for the slope, I want you to go in, I want you to write over 1. As you can see, it really does have to divide over 1. So what is our slope? down for the number six. Oh, negative for what? What are the words now? Down for the right. James, what is our
Y-intercept is -5.
okay, how do we write it?
Oh,
Okay, so here we go. Y equals mx plus b. And b is where we will begin. So start at the -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From that point, we're going to go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. 1. And I'm definitely going to go to run out of room, so let me go backwards. Opposite of down. Opposite of right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left 1. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. To left 1. Do it again one more time. 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 points now. Are you able to walk down this line? Why do we slide down? Just like slide it in place. Alright, I'm going to change this one. Oh, what type of line is it? Undefined slope. Why is it 3x? So the y varies by itself. I see at MS. I see visible to it. And then I want to add it plus. What else, since this is an integer in front of the x, what else do we want to type?
over 1.
Over 1. And what is our slope? Let's have what that means in words. And what is our y-intercept? And how do I write that? Y is mx plus b, and b is where we will begin. So start at 0 to 0. And from that point, we're going to go again. Again. And we have 4 points, so what do I need to do? Complete opposite. 3, 4. Put 1 more on it. That's not super easy. Woohoo! Good. How are we feeling about this? Watch your negatives as you get your 1 x. So, let's talk about parallel and perpendicular lines. So, parallel and perpendicular lines. Let's talk about parallel. If the first one is increasing, the parallel has to increase also. The first one is unconstant. If the first one is 0, the first one has to be 0. So their slopes must be so again, we talked about if it was increasing like 2, then it would be 2. If it was 0, it would be 0. If it was undefined, it would also be undefined. Okay, perpendicular lines though. If my one arm is increasing, the other arm is decreasing. That's something we must be opposite. One must be positive, one must be negative. So we write that down. Not only that, but we had to completely invert the line. What do you call an inverted fraction? Such as R. So they must be opposite and reciprocal. 4/1, you just say 4. Now here's one you really have to think about. Undefined. What's going to be parallel, perpendicular to a vertical line? A horizontal line, which is 0. So undefined and 0 put together. And if you think about that, if you flip over the 0, what's 1 over 0? Undefined. Alright, so now let's use that. So you're going to look at this picture, and here are your directions. It says, find the slope of the line given. Tell you what's parallel to it. So I always read it like a book. Farthest left point that I see is here. I went down how many? 2. Down 2, so I translate that into -2. And I go to the right how many? 5. Good. Now I'm going to use the symbols for parallel. They just look like 2 L's. So you know I'm okay, slope of the parallel. Don't think too hard. It's going to be exactly the same. So it's answered. 5. Alright, now the perpendicular one. I use the symbol for perpendicular. Give me opposite and negative. Flip it over. Try again on this one. Alright, so farthest left point. This time I have to go up. How many? That's positive 5. And I have to go over how many? 1. And which you can shorten that just 5 if you want. Right now, so let's do the perpendicular side parallel next. Same, so it's going to be 5/1. And now we're going to do perpendicular. Opposite, negative, flip the 1 fifth over. Alright, so this is your homework tonight. You practice, make sure you take graph paper with you, or you can find it where? Alright, awesome. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Bye.